Welcome back. It's Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. On a Monday, I'm your host, Blk Tray, joined always by Jerv, producer Sean, trash ass internet, so he had to punt. Hey, you beef a bill, bitch. Anyways, we're gonna start the show with catching up. We got some Sean talking about his fashion sense and going into the fall. And we got some stuff about, then we're going to debut a new show. And we're going to talk about the end of our favorite show. Well, the season finale of our favorite show. And whatever else conversation that can come up on BOMM. Let's start the show. Jerv, start us off.
So yeah, man. Like I said, bro, shout out, me and Trey. I feel like you and I, we have a very good understanding, being in this footwear society. You like what you like, you rock what you rock, and I'm like you, bro. Like, I don't like when people ask me, not that I don't like, but when people ask me, yo, how these Jones look or whatever, my response is, yo, bro, if you like it, that's you. But every now and then somebody will ask an opinion on something that even the nice guy in me that doesn't want to tell you they're trash. Hey, bro, if I see you rock those mid-quarter all white D-Wade type footwear apparel, Jones, nah, son, you can't do that, dog. Listen, man, you my guy. You're my guy.
Listen,
and I understand Chicago might just be a tad bit different, but that was a very R. Kelly-esque type footwear from the Best of Both Worlds tour when him and Hove came out with the all white outfits on. That's what those were, bro.
First of all, they're not sneakers, they're boots. So the boots they're gonna have a little different vibe to them. And first of all, for everybody wondering what we're talking about, go check out my IG page at Chicago Flow. Go look at the boots we're talking about. They're in the stories. You'll see what we're talking about. Those are fire. You need a dope all white boot when I can't wear sneakers in the winter. Pull out the all white boot. I'm gonna put the whole fit together for you. I'm gonna send it over. It's gonna be heat.
Niggas dress like Drake, man.
I'm telling you,
Jerv.
I got a question, bro. Why not just wear a regular colored boot?
What you mean a regular color? What color is that? What
Black.
color is red? Black?
Black or tan? Yeah. Like, I don't understand why them Jones look like they got a heel on them, my guy. Like, remember Durangos back in the day?
He had the Rick James on.
Oh, no, Rick James. Now Rick James would have made them Jones fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sean ain't on that cool factor yet, man.
Nah, you definitely look like you need to do a bump if you rocking them Jones, dog. And I'm not.
So Sean, what did I say to you?
So wait, no, people were cracking up at that shit. By the way, my DMs were going crazy.
Nigga didn't even. Hey, he even asked for permission to post the conversation. I'm just like, all right.
Oh yeah, was that a violation?
No, it's cool.
I thought it was funny.
I call you nigga anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I'm like, nah, niggas don't appreciate this.
Nigga, we put Kanye on us.
Trey said, hold on, let me pull this shit up. Trey said, hold on. Okay, Trey said he laughed. He said, first off, he opened the door and just sent the laughing response. He didn't say nothing at first. He just laughed at him. I'm like, yo. You not rocking with these? He said, nigga said, not one bit. he didn't even put a period on it. He said, not one bit. I said, you tripping, these are tough. You can style them crazy. He said, white boots, LOL. Nigga think he in Star Wars. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny. I can't hold you.
Yo, nigga wanted to be one of them super soldiers so bad, man. The nigga wanted to be a stormtrooper.
They did look like they do have
white
that
boots ain't for black people.
Hey, Trey, maybe they go with his Halloween outfit. Now, if you rock with Halloween, it's cool.
Listen, we've already had a discussion on Sean's fashion sense. My nigga's just a different nigga, and I love him for that. He is who he is. You can't change who he is. My nigga be rocking with his toes out. I already told him put some socks on when I come through. Or this nigga trying to wear white boots.
Hold on. I can't even get the fit. Like what if, let me put the fit together.
You're going to wear white pants with them shits.
And then we could be like, yo, this is ass.
Sean, you're going to wear white pants with them, right?
I'm like, all right, cool. But let me get the fit off first. Like, you can't bash the boot. It's a white boot, rubber bottom. Shout out Camper, man. Those are tough.
With a heel.
But are you gonna wear white pants with those?
No, I don't even own any white pants.
So whoa, you about to wear black or blue jean type flow with some white boot? Oh, you're crazy, dog.
I'm telling you, this nigga about to be looking nuts. He dressing like Virgil.
Just wait. Now, man, this fit about to be so crazy. Just wait, bro.
Hey, you know who he really about to be out here looking like? Jimmy Goldstein, bro.
Oh man.
Just wait, bro.
Man.
Hey, that's a horny ass fit, man. White boots is horny.
Yo, it's crazy. It took me a second to realize what you just said. Yes, now he would rock.
But that's what type of bag Sean think he in. He gonna wear a Tommy Bahama shirt. Listen, he gonna be all vacation. Listen, he gonna be mad vacation in the winter. That's what he trying to get off with the look. He gonna wear the puffy coat with the fake fox fur.
Yes,
my nigga, that shit about to be real wonky.
I'm waiting on my Yeezy jacket to get in. I might rock it with that.
We'll see. Here you go, man.
Was
leather.
Was the front of the boot pointed? Like,
no, it was rounded.
He gonna wear a red Gap jacket. That shit gonna look like a Twizzler on his back. He's looking crazy, dog.
I got the blue one though, so don't
looking crazy.
Just wait.
All right, bro. I can't wait till it's fall so I can start dressing like head ass nigga.
I promise you, I'm frying you no matter what the fit is.
Yeah,
the fit could be crazy, but them boots are still going to be.
I'm telling you right now, bro. And Sean not crazy. He not a crazy like label whore like that or nothing like that. He's gonna put it together where it's gonna make sense. But it's also going to
be trash.
No. It's going to be one of them type of situations where certain listeners are going to fuck with it because that's their style. But Jerv, you don't dress like that, so I ain't even expect you to fuck with it. And I just think everything outside of Air Force Ones and outside of Air Force Ones are trash.
I got a pair of white. No, what about those white Common Projects? They're the most simple.
I don't like Common Projects.
I rock. I got a pair of white Common Projects. First off, I don't think I would ever pay that price for them again. That shit was dumb. But they still my go-to on some real simple, clean line white sneaks, low tops. They dope.
Hey, it's all good, man.
I promise you what. My bad. I was just gonna say. I promise you, whatever fit you put together with those white boots will look just as fire. If you had on some regular Timbs, I promise.
This nigga gonna be trying to dress like you. Nah, I ain't wearing no Timbs. This nigga trying to dress like Tristan Thompson. He'll be looking crazy.
Not
bro.
double T.
It's all good. Shout out to 2 T's, man. Best of luck wherever he's at. I think he's in Sacramento this year. Sit that nigga to the wall, bro. That's crazy. He about to save a lot of money in Sacramento.
We all been sent to the wall before, bro. It's all good, bro. You be all right.
You be all right, bro. So let's jump into Power, man. It's the finale. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of Power moments happening. We were right about a lot of things. I called that unique jail shit.
Yeah, I think the only thing we got wrong was that nobody died. Like we all expected somebody to die, and nobody died.
That was very rare. That's a rare Power moment right there because somebody supposed to die. I like how what's the name showed up with the eye patch looking like Samuel L. Jackson, my nigga.
And how about that, yo?
Like, I told you he didn't die. I told y'all he didn't die.
I don't think we argue on that, but like the Power move on it is last time we see dude, he's clinging to dear life on Rock's doorstep, and now he's a key part of the getaway.
I mean, I guess time passed. You see his eye fucked up. Good. His eye is beat. It's gone basically, but now he back out in the streets. He out here. Hey, Rock might be your mama, but you still a soldier, nigga. You know what I mean? That was a sick line. It was crazy because I was wondering how did he get jammed up. This nigga dropped. It felt like a Grand Theft Auto mission where you got 4 stars.
Yep.
The nigga parks into the shit and just waits and then goes and calls a number and then gets back in and they never got stopped. I'm like, all right, bro.
They got all these barricades all throughout the entire borough, right? But you ain't got nobody sitting on the block of one of the biggest gangsters in the borough. I'm sorry. Like, to me, if I'm a police commissioner or someone sitting on every house that we have associated with Rock's crew, I'm sorry. Like, that just makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, shit. And then Lulu, he wakes up,
Oh,
he's back. He snatches his IV out his hand. He barely can walk. His lungs are fucked up. But all of a sudden, he has the strength to get into the 8th floor or whatever the fuck they're staying in the P's. He also has a chance to just
He
do
got a
all this shit. I also found out that Lulu is from LA. He's an LA guy. I didn't know that.
mm.
You know what I mean? Like, shouts to him. But it's just interesting that they casted him. This dude still has those fucking looks like he's been cupping. He has
his
cupping
face is
bruises on
also,
his face and shit. Like him and Marvin have the cupping bruises from many episodes, and then all of a sudden, Rock's just this gangster. Like, you're not out because I say you're not out. You know what I mean? And now he wants to run this whole type of operation. We're just looking at just different type of situations that was going on. Of course, we knew Kanan was gonna be a fuck up. He can't get right. He never does anything right, bro. He did not. He did. I don't know, 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? She's like, nigga, how you gonna forget that you shot him 2 times in the chest and then one in the head? Like, bro,
right.
you gave him the out, but also
You know he's
he
not gonna snitch though. You know he's not gonna snitch on
of
him.
course not, but also on a situation now, he's done up pretty bad. The nigga's losing all these organs. He's probably going to be off the force. He really needs Kanan. He's probably going to expose the operation in season 2, which is fine and dandy, but like it's so stretched out, right? All of a sudden, Marvin goes down. You know, they finally nabbed him because of white shorty Tony tells it all.
But she didn't get.
She
I
didn't
mean,
get nothing, but like all of a
never
sudden they got
mind.
these
Power.
stings on him.
It's
So
power.
he's,
It's power. You're right.
so he's locked up right now. Well, he's just, in custody.
He's in baby booking.
Yeah, and then you look in the situation of all of a sudden, old boy comes and gets Kanan and drives him to Maryland.
And this normal citizen is able to maneuver through the city and get past the law, but the gangster person that picks him up can't figure out how to get past the roadblocks. But my man Sincere or whatever boy name is comes up, gets him, and I'm my bad, yo. I ain't trying. I know if Amin was here, he would just hit me with a whole bunch of Jerv is power.
It's power. Just calm down.
It's just crazy. Like in the history of someone being almost burnt to death and shot up and all that stuff. I'm sorry, dog. I just don't see my man walking out the hospital like that. Like, I've been to the hospital, I've had surgeries. You can't just walk out the joint like that. Like, there's a front desk.
Hey, but you know what? In TV world, it happens too often where niggas is like,
that's
can't
real.
keep me
carried
checked
out.
in. I'm out.
Yeah, we've never questioned it. That's why real niggas be thinking they could do that. And you be like, there's no way hell I could. For one, first of all, the whole pull out IV.
They on your ass right then and there as soon as they come out.
It is never happening, bro.
Yeah.
So
hella beeps going off, all
this
types
is the
of
thing.
shit.
We have to allow our imagination to remain in TV. We can't ask for realistic situations in TV. That's our problem. When we view things, we want everything to be so real and believable that we'll fight it down and call a show trash. And I understand, like, Power has to do the Power things. It has to. Mari shared a link that this show hasn't got any promo outside of us. Seems like it, and I've enjoyed this season, even though it's it's hilarious at times. I'm glad I don't have to see Jukebox make those facial expressions.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But it's been cool. You know what I mean? Like overall, she just. I can't wait. Well, we get a breather before the next seasons and all that other stuff starts up. But I'm glad we didn't lose any main characters. You know what I mean? Like they get a chance to grow in their role, and I think that some going to die early. But
Jerv,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, Jerv, you said Howard's not gonna trick on Kanan, but like, what do you think his explanation is gonna be on what? Like, we know you went on a meeting, but like, what you went on a meeting and then like who shot? Like, so more than what do you think he's gonna try to say or how he's gonna try to explain it? I mean, Trey, you can jump in too, but
I think the way they left it, they left us with a very Power ending, with Rock just being the devilish smile into the camera and saying you can't even trust your own mother, right? Like You know what I'm saying? So I literally, Sean, they can do whatever they want. They left it so that they can tell us whatever they want to tell us when it comes back. But like, I honestly think what'll happen is he will. They'll ask him who did it. He'll first say like something like I don't remember or something. Then he'll remember Unique's jacket. He's going to ride for Rock, right, in the situation, because at the end of the day, Kanan's the only way he can still live, right? Like, so if it comes down to living or having Kanan go to jail, he'll say that Unique did it, and allow on the one premise that Rock guarantees that will give him whatever the hell he needs, the marrow or whatever, whatever. But first he's got to go get him from Maryland because my man Sincere just whip game is so stupid that he got Kanan to Maryland so fast. And I don't know about y'all, but Maryland for me, unless you're in Baltimore, is a good hour and a half away. That was the longest night I've ever seen in my life. A cop gets bodied. You got to go from stash house to stash house to crib to crib. And oh, by the way, we got my man in Maryland and it's still dark outside.
Hey, but no, you have to look at it like this. It's told from multiple point of views. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody's 24 hours is not.
It's not going. I see what you're saying. It's not.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So how we're watching it, we're consuming it as if it's literally the allotted time going by, but really everything's happening all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they're trying to present it. It's not like, oh, if I had 24 hours to live, where would I go? You know what I'm saying? But
that's my shit too.
Of course, you know what I mean. Overall, I thought it was, it's good for the franchise. It's kind of saved Power from. I mean, I don't think we ever tap out. I don't think it's gonna be one time we ever quit on this show. But
it's entertaining, bro.
It was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually enjoyed it. I looked forward to catching it each week versus like, it's just like a chore. It's not a chore. It doesn't feel like a chore. Like
it's definitely not a chore. I'll give you that.
Because like you felt like Lovecraft was a chore. You know what I mean? And like those are two different type of feelings. You know what I'm saying? When you go in that type of situation.
Lovecraft was so ass.
See,
yo,
Sean missed that whole window.
Hey, Sean, Jackie Robinson out here. He out here hitting aliens with baseball bats.
We're not even gonna.
And they try to tell me it's a good show. My bad. I'm sorry.
We're not even gonna do that, man. Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams. His last performance, we got a chance to peep.
You're right.
Yeah. Now the one thing about the Power is. The book 3 was I was reading this like recap after I watched it, and they were talking about so like they'll do this sometimes, like they'll be thinking on some like real life shit. I was reading they said they did an excellent job of weaving in real life events that occurred in South Jamaica into the script. So like when the cop got clapped and like the city was all locked up. In 1988, rookie cop Edward Byrne was murdered in an infamous Queens drug dealer declared war between his crew and the NYPD. Byrne's murder case caused the NYPD to swarm Queens like never before. So they tie that in, but then it's like other shit. They just don't worry about details at all. Like they tied that part of it in. And then, you got people running out the hospital, pulling out IVs, and it ain't no big deal type thing. But I thought that was interesting.
So overall, what do we give this out of a 1 through 10?
The season or the episode?
The season.
Cool. So before you answer, are we doing this a Power 1 through 10, or are we doing this a show 1 through 10?
The show. Book 3 alone. Book 3 alone.
Book 3 alone. Yeah.
No, I meant like, am I rating this against Power, or am I just my normal television eyes?
Whatever you want to rate it. I mean, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, was it enjoyable? Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it, you know what I mean? Like good. I think it's a 7. You know what I mean? That's 7, good.
Yeah, I'll give it I'll give it a 7. 7 is fair. 7 is fair.
Yeah, we just talked about how it was entertaining and easy to watch. That's a minimum 7 right there.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Yeah, like
it had its moments. I was locked in. I was invested into the characters. I'm waiting to see a little bit more growth. Hopefully, it doesn't start as slow as it did, because it took 4 episodes for Kanan to learn how to cook crack. And
my man,
you know,
Right.
my man learned how to cook crack and almost caught a cop body in like a 3-episode span. That's crazy.
Yeah.
you see his growth. You see his
And,
growth.
and didn't even get no buns yet, but he out here catching cop bodies. That's wild.
That's what it is, man. You know. But Sean, would you give it?
No, yeah, I was gonna say off me saying and watching it, it's a good watch. It's entertaining. It's interesting. And listen, the thing you got to do is embrace the power shit, and then it's like, oh, it's an easy watch. It's entertaining. It's whatever. So yeah, I gave it a 7. I give it a 7.
Well, if you haven't watched the show or you fast forward this part every time we discuss, be sure to support Power Book 3 Raising
Black
Kanan.
folks, yeah.
Definitely needs our support, especially hopefully it doesn't with it not being discussed or not being reviewed as much, that it gets renewed for the follow-up on that. And that segues it to Jerv. I see your face. What you doing?
I was just gonna say they'd be full. What else does Starz have? They have to renew it.
Yeah,
I mean, the hood only has Starz for Power. That's
facts.
it.
That's facts.
You lose Power, you lose Starz.
That's facts, but not true.
That's
we
what
got
we're
a new
talking
show
about with 50,
and we're getting ready to transition into BMF, Black Mafia Family, based in Detroit, Michigan. What was your first thoughts on this, Jerv?
It was Power with real names and real life events.
I'm not rolling.
Okay.
I'm not rolling because I'm on some shit like where I really fuck with Meech. I know the story of BMF.
Yeah.
I'm open to learning some new shit. Like this right here is going to be some new shit, like the little stories and stuff like that. And the only thing I didn't love so far is the casting, just because you got some repeated offenders in there. You got Lala, you got recognizable guys like Lil Zane. And I'm sure it's going to be a few more people in there that are going to double dip throughout the network. You know what I mean? That we've seen on other shows. And that's fine. You know what I mean?
Everybody does that though.
It's
Showtime.
Though.
Yeah.
But
HBO does that a lot.
Yeah, everybody does that.
But it's more so typecasting where, certain certain actors and actresses find their way into those shows and cast it in. But yeah, man, this story is great. Obviously they didn't spend too much time in their adolescence. They jump right into high school years where, Demetrius, aka Meech, is now dropped out of high school. He's now calling numbers for what's the character name? Obviously, we know him. Avon, right?
Avon, bro.
Or not Moneymaker, Ace and Paid in Full.
Yes.
Wood Harris. It's Wood Harris.
And amazing actor too, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely, he bodies everything that he's in. But Wood Harris obviously is the guy right now, and they're taking orders from that. And obviously Meech's younger brother is involved, and they're heavy in the game, but his other brother is kind of the one. And I feel like in most stories like that, there's always that one good son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the parents kind of shun the other one for making the bad decisions and not to basically taint him or be a bad egg and turn him into that. And they're showing their hustle. They're obviously getting money, and then there's so many different characters to play on. You know what I mean? Like you got the guy that just got out of jail, who basically he didn't break out of a insane asylum, but he got out early, and now he's just kind of pumping fear into hearts. And that's actually one of the rare guys that Meech actually admitted to being scared of. You know what I mean? Because I guess maybe at that particular time, that nigga just had nothing to lose. But yeah, they're forced to grow up pretty fast. I'm not sure how old Meech is and how old his brother is at the time, but they both have children. And
I mean, you got to figure his brother. I believe his brother's a senior in high school, so his brother's anywhere from 17 to 19, 17 to 19, depending if he gets. But he don't strike me as the type that got left back.
Nah. So Meech is probably 19. You know what I'm saying? Meech is probably 19, figuring it out. They driving, Benzes, and they're locked in. And they're doing fairly well, but Meech has a bigger vision for.
Yeah, Meech is the go-getter of the
Yeah, but his brother's the brains, and you know what I mean, for the operation and things of that nature. You know what I mean? The 50 ball boys. they understand and they want to expand. So we're getting there. What else stuck out to y'all?
So for me, so I don't think it's bad. Let me say that. Like I know I got that off saying that power with real names. I don't think it's bad. I'm super duper intrigued by the storyline because I'm crime lifestyle and the drugs from being a kid or whatever. Those type stories always interest me, and BMF is definitely something I'm interested in. But I'll say what stuck out to me was the authentic film. I've never been to Detroit, but I know a lot of people from the D. And they, the authentic what up does, you know what I'm saying? Like I love that.
What up,
you know what I'm saying? Like I love that's the so like that stuck out to me. And just the the times, like I feel like when we praised Power for Power Book 3 when they started this one, and we were like, yo, the fashion and everything, like how they were dressing. To me, I remember how when I was a kid, all the dudes that was getting money when I was seeing around, I remember how they dressed, and they dressed very Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, being that I've never been to Detroit, but from everything that I know about Detroit, what I'm saying, the people that I know, and I've seen old pictures of them, what I mean, with Get Money people, I feel like that was very Detroit-esque how they were dressing. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate the
authentic feel. It had an authentic feel to it.
Very authentic.
Very authentic feel to it. That stood out to me as well. I think before we hopped on, what stood out to me is like 50's getting his pictures off. Like as Trey said before we hopped on, he got a plug at Starz. He's getting the show in. I'm excited to see where he takes it. And I always favor a show that's based off real events versus just a dude in the back writing some shit. I think you can even get a little bit of flexibility where you can stray a little bit off the original story to make it more dramatic and funner to watch. But yeah, I always like a show that's based off real events versus pure fiction. But yeah, the authenticity jumped out, and I was just sitting there thinking like, man, shout out 50, man. He's getting his shit produced and made, and it's on cable television. And yeah, no one would have Starz without 50 doing what he's doing, no doubt.
Also, the thing that mostly that I really enjoyed is how Meech, Little Meech is acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like mostly people say, oh, why? Most people that argue about roles or talk about casting because they always fall into the part of cast that person because they look like them, but can you act?
Yeah,
and
right.
I think that his son is doing a very good job.
Very good job
portraying him. You know what I mean? Even though he looked like Derrick Rose, he definitely is doing a damn good job of it.
He did such a good job that I forgot that he was playing. I forgot it was him that was playing. You know what I mean? Like I just thought he was some new actor that I hadn't seen before or whatever. So yeah, you're right, bro. Shout out to him. Cube did the same thing for his son. You know what I mean? With NWA, the movie or whatever. So, shout out to Lil Meech. Hopefully this can be the start of the big career for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I really hope that he can, make his way. But I'm really, the episode really left a good impression in me that I was longing for more, hoping that I could binge. And I'm so excited to see what happens next week.
That's always a good sign.
Because like the brother gets shot. Does he live? Yeah. Does he die? I didn't want to Google. I didn't want to know any of that stuff. I wanted to know what happened right there at that particular moment and then kind of go from there. Because at the end of the day, yes, there's going to be some real life spoilers because this is based on someone's real life. But, in a certain situation, you want to just kind of grow with the story and understand it. You know what I mean? And watch the characters. When are they going to pass up Wood Harris? You know what I'm saying? When are they going to, start getting violent? Because in the preview. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's funny about that? My bad is that, and this is again, I got my joke off saying it was Power-esque, but this was the credit to the writers. They I know a little bit from doing all like the Googling when Jeezy came out and then having to know like, you know, oh, I've heard, but I got to know more. So like I got a good idea of some of the stuff, but I think they teased what's going to happen to Wood Harris's character. You know what I mean? He emphasized that he's not trying to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he has to go to jail, whether he went to jail in real life or not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like his character goes to jail, and then they step up.
I think he becomes, to my knowledge, I think he becomes a better hustler, everything after this, because the preview shows him looking for whoever done something to his brother. Like he's on full on carnage with this Tech 9. You know what I mean? It's this. You know what I mean? He's walking around. I'm sorry, it's with a Uzi. He's walking around just.
You talking about Lil Meech?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying Meech in general is walking around the city of Detroit, kind of kicking ass and taking names. You know what I mean? Trying to find out who did this to his brother. So I think that he may get caught up in some mess and then end up in jail, not for a long time, but caught up on some shit, and then come home bigger, wiser, and with a stronger plan. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's motivating or not, like whether his brother survived that or not, because it looks like he got shot in the head. And it was a turn, because you remember, he didn't want a gun. He felt like he can talk his way out. And now this creates a whole different beast, because now he is going to become one of the most feared men in Detroit and probably wherever other locations. You know what I mean? But we're going to get a lot of backstories of these infamous stories that we've heard about BMF and how they become. So I'm really excited to see how that pans out, and you know what other characters are we introduced to in this show.
When do you think we see M?
Who?
When do you think we see Eminem? Because you know he's playing White Boy Rick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know. I haven't even.
Fifth put that out there on the gram probably about like 3 weeks ago. He's
cool.
The M's playing White Boy Rick in it.
So funny that he's playing it, but I mean, I remember that. So, I remember watching that movie
50,
as well.
Yeah, 50 picked up the phone.
I mean, he has to do that anyway. You know, it works.
I mean, he kind of owes him, right? Like, you got to throw him a bone.
I mean, if he wants it, you know what I mean? I don't think he needs to. It's just one of those bored hobbies. Like, hey, y'all need one?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try this.
If M's in the business to do something, you got to let M do it, because I mean,
he can act too. Hold on.
I mean, we've seen him at one time.
Yeah, I mean, and was it solid?
Here's my thing, bro.
It didn't stink.
It didn't stink, but that was also like, damn,
it was based on his life.
Yeah,
that was 20 years ago. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was a long ass time ago. Right. You try doing something that you haven't done for 20 years and just get back out there and do it again. You might be trash at it.
Yeah, that's true. But I got confidence that he could come in there with some creative shit and get it done. He fuck around and get some bars, low key.
I want to see. I want to see how they get
some
to
freestyle shit.
Yeah, I want to see how they get to Atlanta. I'm really curious how that happens. That is the aspect that I don't remember from the stuff that I've seen in the documentaries and like the hood documentaries that were floating around for a while. I never saw that, and I actually forgot the real rap. I actually forgot that that Detroit was the home for them. You know what I mean? When I associate BMF, I always just think of Atlanta. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that. I forgot that Atlanta was the new location. I forgot that it started in Detroit or whatever. Oh, that just made me think of something. Yo, do y'all think? And again, I don't know or whatever. I don't know what was my man name. The no hall pass. I mean, no hall pass. No fly zone. What's his name? From the D. No fly zone. Trick. You think? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the paths were or whatever. You think Trick might be in this, like a character of Trick? I
mean, who knows? We gonna see. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm not real versed in that. I think Mari would be a great guest to chime in on Detroit history. I don't know if really could speak on that, but yeah, we'll go from there.
Who do you think shot him?
I don't know. I have no. I think maybe the kid.
Well, let's give our prediction.
Remember,